I know intermittent fasting can sound a little intimidating, but the truth is when you're looking for lasting weight loss, it's a crucial piece of the puzzle to lower your insulin resistance. Everyone puts a lot of thought into what to eat, and while this is really important, many people don't realize that when they eat is just as, if not more important, and can really help speed up their weight loss, improve their ability to maintain it, and help break through those dreaded weight loss plateaus. Watch this video to get the basics about fasting and learn 6 easy to follow steps to work fasting into your lifestyle and lose more weight. If you like this video and want to see more, you have to engage with it. Be sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and turn the bell on to get notified every time I post a new video. Before I dive in, let's get on the same page and review some basics about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is simply a period of time when you aren't eating. We all intermittently fast every night. That's why the first meal of the day is called breakfast. One of the problems with modern day food habits is we are eating way too often. We are spending more time of the day in a fed versus fasted state. There are a lot of benefits of intermittent fasting. Just to name a few, it helps you break into your fat stores faster to lose weight. It stimulates cell growth and repair. It improves mental clarity and focus. It lowers your blood sugar and insulin levels. And it increases human growth hormone to help you maintain more muscle when you're losing weight. Now that you have that overview, you're going to learn 6 steps for how to get started with intermittent fasting. Step number 1, determine if it's even appropriate for you. I believe most people can and should be fasting at least 12 hours a day. If you have a medical condition and you're on medications, be sure to check with your doctor before you start fasting. If you have a history of disordered eating, you may want to exercise extra caution and be sure that it's not going to hurt your progress in that recovery or your mental health. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, know that I've used intermittent fasting during these time periods, but I do find it more difficult to eat the volume of food required in that shorter amount of time, especially because you just kind of run out of room when you get really pregnant. I still use a 12-hour fast most days when I'm pregnant, but I notice that when I'm breastfeeding, I need more food. So I don't give myself a hard time if I need to have a snack later at night. I just try to listen to my body and ensure that I'm not eating mindlessly or emotionally, but that I really do need that food. Again, I don't know your specific situation, so be sure that you talk with your healthcare provider before you start a fasting routine. Step number 2 is pick your schedule. I broke this down into beginner, intermediate, and advanced fasters. For beginners, I recommend starting with a 12 to 12 schedule, meaning you eat for 12 hours and you fast for 12 hours. At the intermediate level, you can work your way up from the 12-hour fast gradually to a longer schedule. A 16 to 8 schedule is popular. This means that you fast for 16 hours a day and eat for 8, like say 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You could do this daily or every other day. For people who have already done that intermittent level, you could work up to more advanced fasting of 24 or more hours. Now, this longer fast is usually only done once a week. Especially if you have a medical condition, I would recommend not starting here. And again, please be sure to consult with your own healthcare provider. Try to pick hours that are practical and will actually work for your lifestyle. Now, this is going to vary person to person based on work schedule and other hobbies, but fasting can and should be worked into every lifestyle. It just may take some experimenting to see what works best for you. Step number 3 is pick your beverages. Know that drinking plenty of water and fluid during a fast is really important. But remember, the goal of fasting is to keep your blood sugar and insulin down. Many artificially sweetened beverages will still raise your insulin, so you want to avoid these, or at least make well-informed choices about which artificial sweeteners won't raise your insulin. I have a video about that coming up in June, so be sure that you subscribe and tune back in. Drinking anything like bulletproof or fat coffee, while it won't raise your blood sugar, still raises your insulin, so technically that breaks the fast. Stick to water, black coffee, or tea. Green tea may help suppress your appetite, and I also like sparkling waters that aren't artificially sweetened. Step number 4 is plan your food. I'm not going to get into too many details here, but the basic rules apply. You should still try to get enough food in your feeding window so you aren't just doing a modified reduced calorie diet that will crash your metabolism. I recommend women try to get the minimum of at least 25 grams of fiber a day, and men aim for at least 35 grams to prevent constipation. You're going to want to know how much protein you need and at a minimum shoot for that. And be sure to eat plenty of healthy fat because that's going to really help fuel your body and keep you feeling full. Remember, you are not fasting to eat less calories. You are fasting to allow your blood sugar and insulin levels to drop so you can tap into your fat stores. Chronic caloric restriction will still slow your metabolism. You will still want to take a vitamin and may need to ingest some salt or broth during your fast to maintain your electrolyte balance. Step number 5 is commit. I recommend that you give intermittent fasting a solid month before you say it doesn't work for you. Many times people just try to get too extreme with it and throw in the towel. Start slow and build your way up over time. You have a lifetime to get healthy and you need to stay healthy for the rest of your life. Be patient with yourself and your weight loss journey. The longer you've had excess weight, the harder it will be to lose. And if you haven't already, please go download my 5% mindset training to get your head straight before you even start losing weight. 95% of diets fail, and I want you to be in the 5% that can keep it off. You'll learn the 5 mindset patterns that I notice in people who are successful in weight loss and weight maintenance. Once you have done a certain fasting schedule consistently for 30 days, reassess and see if you feel like that it's working for you or if you need to try a different schedule or lengthen your fast. Now, if it's going great, you don't need to wait a whole 30 days to increase your fasting length. Just know that it's a common mistake I see when people give up on fasting too soon. They've likely progressed their schedule too aggressively. Step number 6 is know that fasting is a tool, not the tool. Intermittent fasting is not an end-all be-all cure-all for every disease. It is an excellent tool, but you still need to have a good understanding of proper nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress to see the best results. Getting healthy takes time and commitment. If it was only as easy as intermittently fasting, everyone would do it. Remember that temporary change leads to temporary results. And we want you to develop an overall healthy lifestyle and not just consider intermittent fasting another diet. So tell me in the comments, what was your single greatest insight from this video? And if you have any other questions about intermittent fasting that you'd like me to answer in future videos, please put those in the comment as well. Don't forget to check out the resources and other videos in the description. And if you like this video, tell YouTube so more people get to see it. Hit that like button, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and turn the bell on to get notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you in the next video.